Well, hey y'all, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Friends. And today I'm going to be making a delicious dish called, I'm going to teach you a little bit. I'm going to tell you who the cookbook is. My good friends Mo and Deb, Cooking with Mo and Deb. If you're not following them on Facebook, what you doing with your life? Y'all need to go follow those girls. They are precious. And this says volume 1. I know there's a volume 2 surely coming down the turnpike. We're going to make Marry Me chicken. I've seen this recipe forever, and it looks so good, but I never really had an endorsement from anyone. But take a gander at what they say here. Listen to this. Tink said he would marry Mo all over again for a dish of Marry Me chicken. You had me right there. So what I have, they use chicken breast. I had chicken thighs in the freezer, so I defrosted. This is too many, but I've got plans for the rest of these. So I'm just going to use a little bit of salt with my clean hands. Just a little bit of salt on everybody. And then we're going to use a little bit of pepper. And season with your heart, y'all. You don't have to measure this. Just do it until you feel like your mother would have said, okay, honey, that is enough. Stop it right there. And you'll notice that I have this on, I don't know if you can see it now or not, but it is a microwave turntable plate, you know, the glass ones, because the microwave broke, but that did not mean that there was anything wrong with this plate. So waste not, want that not. And I love this size. It's just pretty good, all right size. And I did, on these chicken thighs, I did cut them in half. I kind of cleaned them up a little bit. Had a little bit too much fat for my liking. So I cleaned them up just a scotch, and then I cut them in half so we can have a little portion control, not bite off more than you can chew. Okay, let's salt this other side. Now, I know a lot of times I use Redmond real salt. This is a Celtic salt, and I love it too. Okay, so we're going to move over to the cooktop, and let me tell you what all is in here. It sounds delicious, and my house is going to smell wonderful. Okay, so we've got, I'm going to use avocado oil and butter, and I'm going to saute this and cook it for 4 or 5 minutes on each side. And then I've got some garlic cloves, some heavy cream, some chicken stock, and I put some butter and bouillon in that chicken stock, and that's a gluten-free product. I've got some Parmesan grated cheese, a 7-ounce can of sun-dried tomatoes, not fire roasted, sun-dried tomatoes, and I drained those off, and I chopped them up really too, and chopped those to the size that you like. And then some Italian seasoning, and some red pepper flakes to taste, and some dried basil. See what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this Italian seasoning to this side right here. And this is herbs de Provence, but you can use if you have some irregular Italian seasoning, and this is all I had. And so that is what I'm going to use. And I just love it. It has a little bit of lavender in it too. So, you know, I'm always telling my husband, I'll get a boo-boo or something, and I'll say, I'm going to put some lavender on it, it'll fix it up. It always does. All right, y'all, let's move over to the cooktop, and let's get to getting. So, I'll see you on the other side of the kitchen. Okay, I have a pretty good sized pat of butter in my big old iron skillet, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so of just some avocado oil. I like the two together. I think they complement each other really well. Go ahead and get that put up, clean as you go, you know. So I'm going to let this get hot, and then I'm going to cook these on both sides. Let's see, I'm going to, yeah, we're good enough now. And I'm going to go ahead and cook all of these, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to make some cream of mushroom soup with the, not cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. That'd be a miracle if I could make cream of mushroom out of chicken, wouldn't it? And anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and brown all of this up, and then we will get back together when we put all the yummy stuff in it. So, see y'all back then. Okay, we're going to take up this last one chicken thigh, and I put my heat down on lower so they're all browned up real good. Now, I'm not going to worry too much if they're not quite done in the middle because we are not through cooking them. So I've turned my fire down because that is the hot burner. So I'm just going to add a little bit more butter. And you don't have to. I'm just going to give my garlic something to do. Now, while that, let me set this over here. Excuse me. While this is doing its thing, I'll tell you about this garlic. I have not posted this video yet. Have I posted it yet? I have not posted this video yet. But we roasted 3 big heads of garlic the other day when I had the oven doing something else. And so anyway, that's what I have here. I have 3 of these cloves on my little cutting board, and I'm just going to go ahead and put those in my skillet. Get those off of there. And I'll let these are already cooked, but we'll just smash them around and get that all in that delicious butter. Yum. All right. Now to this. Let me borrow my knife back. Excuse me. Thank you. You're so handy. Oh, me. I really don't like filming on this side of the kitchen because there's just obviously not enough room. But because I want to use this great big old skillet, it will not work on my little pot thing. What's that thing called? Burner. Hot plate. I've got a half a cup of water that I put about a teaspoon of some bouillon in. And if you can eat just regular bouillon, go for it, sister. Put it in there. There we go. And I've got this whole jar of sun-dried tomatoes that I have chopped up. And that's going to go right in there too. You set this over here. Okay, and then I have a cup of whipping cream. Now, I made this whipping cream. I was out. I did have half and half. So I used 3/4 of a cup of half and half and 1/4 of a stick of butter that was melted. And that will be delicious. Now, you can do this if you're baking or if you're cooking something, but this does not, it is not going to whip up. So if you're needing some whipping cream for a dessert and everything, that's not your go-to right there. But that's what I had, and it's going to be wonderful. Alrighty, and then it calls for a half a cup of Parmesan cheese divided. So I'm going to use about 1/4 cup right now. Get in there. It's not wanting to scoop. Let me add a little more because I don't think I got enough there. There we go. And then I'm going to add about a teaspoon. Let's see what Mom and Deb say. They say a teaspoon. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Going to use a teaspoon. Just like that. And let's see, we're going to use a little bit of red pepper flakes. Not a whole bunch. Let's see, I'm going to even cover up some of the holes because I don't want to get too much and set us on fire. Okay. Let's see now while I stir this if we've got everything. Let me turn my fire back up. Let's see. Garlic, heavy cream, chicken stock, bouillon, Parmesan, sun-dried tomatoes, Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes to taste. Okay, we got it all. So I'm just going to get this all incorporated really good like. And then we're going to put some of our chicken back in here. So let me get a clean utensil. I'll be right back. Let's pick up some of these chicken breasts that were a little bit larger. Chicken breasts, duh. Thighs. Kimmy, get it together. And we're just going to put these in here. Let's see. Yep. And the rest of this will be great in my cream of chicken soup. So let's just get some of that goodness up there. I guess it would help if I had a spoon, wouldn't it? So what we can do over here about this. There, now we're cooking with butter. You betcha. there we go. Now I'm gonna put the lid on this. And let's see, they say to check back on it. 15 minutes. All right. And I've got a pan of rice right there doing its thing. That's gonna be delicious. Now they say mashed potatoes, see what, or pasta. But I'm a rice farmer's daughter, wife, and mother, so you know I'm using me some rice underneath it. So all right, where do you keep your oven, your lid, your skillet? In the oven? Huh? Ah, it's not the right size, is it? Hey, it's gonna fit. It's okay. Crisis averted. It'll be fine. No problemo. So I'll see y'all back in 15 minutes. We're probably gonna move to the other side where there's more room to do stuff. So I'll see y'all back when this is done. Okay, y'all. It sat there for about 15 minutes, plus a little bit longer. My husband and my son called. And so, you know, they always come first. So I have a little pan of rice here. And we're just gonna put some on our plate. Oh my goodness, I wish y'all could smell my house right now. Woo! Ooh, it smells good. Oh boy. Okay, let's get us one of these chicken breasts. Why do I keep saying that? I guess that's because that's what they said to use. Now my sauce did split a little bit because I was on the telephone. And it's gonna be fine, absolutely fine. It's gonna be delicious. Let's just see what we think. Now, I tell you what, if y'all are following Mo and Deb, you should. Those girls are so sweet. And I met them in real life when we went down to Mama Sue and Miss Annie when they had their shindig back in September. And oh my gosh, I wish I lived close to those girls. We would probably get into a lot of trouble and have a whole lot of fun. But I'll put a link to their cookbook. Let me show you how pretty it is. Look how pretty that is. I'll put a link to their page so you can check out their cookbook. And I'm killing time while I'm letting this cool. I'll put a link on how to order my cookbook too. But today, it's more about them. Oh my gosh. No. Why have I never made this before? I don't know why I've not made it before, but it sure is good. Oh, mercy. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Now, before you hang up your phone, y'all go check out Mo and Deb. Tell them I sent you. Bye, y'all. You're going to love this. This is so perfect.